Hi, I'm Steve Norton, Mind Coach, and welcome to my video blog. What I'd like to talk to you about today is the second part of my series, How to Have More Self-Confidence. Now, you may remember in the first recording I did, I talked about how your own self-talk, how you speak to yourself, has a powerful influence on the way you feel. Well, what I want to do today is talk about the second most important thing, which is the power of your own posture. Because the way that you sit, the way that you breathe, and the way that you sound through your tonality has a powerful and direct influence on the way that you think also. So what I want to talk to you about now is a little bit of an experiment I'd like everyone to do when you get a minute and try this out. I'd like you to stand the way that you would stand if you had lots of self-confidence. Now you might think, but I don't have confidence and I've never had confidence. If that's the case, stand how you think you would stand if you had lots of self-confidence. Now I'd like you to breathe how you would breathe if you had self-confidence. Literally change the breathing of that of someone who had lots of self-confidence. Make your face look the way it would look if you had lots of self-confidence. Now you may feel a little bit self-conscious right now doing this, and you might need to try this a few times. But if you're doing it right, you should actually feel more self-confident right now. So I'll go over those steps again. Stand or sit the way that you would be standing if you had self-confidence. Lots of it. Breathe the way that you would breathe if you had self-confidence. So literally moving your shoulders back, or whatever it is that works for you, do that. And say something to yourself in your own mind, such as, I've got lots of self-confidence. And notice how that makes you feel. Now, if you feel confident right now, you have literally unlocked the code of self-confidence. And that code is something that you need to be using every day. When you're walking, when you're interacting with people, no matter what you're doing, use that code. Because that is the code of your self-confidence. And you can use that code for just about anything you want in life. And that's how you do it. Because all of your body has codes that need to be accessed. So that it stands to reason that if you want to be more self-confident, you have to stand confidently. You've got to breathe confidently. You've got to make your face look confident. And what it does, even though you might not even feel confident, it will change the way that you internally feel about the situation. It actually changes the little voice in your head. So that's what I want you to do. For a period of time, I want you to notice how you've been standing, how you've been sitting. Is that in line with someone that's confident? I bet it isn't. Because one of the things I found when clients come to see me and they tell me that they're lacking self-confidence, they have a physiology that matches that. Yet when you find people who are very confident in life, they have a physiology that matches that also. So what you need to do is practice these codes. Practice your codes of confidence. Whenever you meet anybody who has abundance of self-confidence, notice how that person carries themselves. Notice how they stand. Notice how they look, how they breathe. And it's almost as if their personality is exuding confidence. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to adopt those same physiologies. Now at first you're going to feel really self-conscious doing that. You're going to feel a bit weird, a little bit strange to do that. However, what have you got to lose? You know, you're going to think that people are noticing that you're doing this. They won't. Everybody's wrapped up in their own little world, so I want you to do this yourself. Okay? So that's what I want you to do. So stand that way, breathe that way, look that way. Even if you've never had confidence before, say to yourself, how do I think I would stand or sit? How do I think my face would look if I had self-confidence? How do I think I would breathe? And if you start to use that every day, no matter what you're doing, and you start to habitualize it, I'll guarantee that you'll start to feel more confident, and you won't even know why. The reason why, though, is because you'll access your confidence codes. Whenever I do a public speaking event, like stand in front of a large audience of people, the first thing I do when I get to a venue like that is run through my confidence codes. And I'll say to myself, you know, how will I stand today to be confident? How will I breathe? And I literally go through this little mantra, if you like, of things I need to do in order to feel confident. So I'd like to do that. I'd like you to use that technique. And let me know how you get on. Okay, thanks.